YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Keezy and Easy Being Keezy, and in today's video we're gonna go through my top picks for denim that I think go well with Air Force Ones and or Babestas, because we all know it's pretty much the same thing. So let's get it. Alright, starting off this video, a couple disclaimers. One is that I'm not telling you how to dress. I say this almost in every video. Like, I'm giving you my top picks. These are my pants. Maybe these could be a good inspo for your wardrobe as well. But again, not telling you how to dress. The second disclaimer is that we're not going to be using just all whites. We're going to use like different color Babestas that I have. But again, just have to say this one more time. Babestas and Air Force Ones is the same exact silhouette. If you can't find Babestas, which I know is really hard to find, go out and get you a white pair of Air Force Ones and or just Air Force Ones in general. They make so many different colorways.
Yesterday.
Try to categorize each pair of pants as like the most simple title that I can. I'm gonna say logoed denim. I know these are a pair of Evisus that I bought back in 2017 or 18. I happened to buy these in Hong Kong. It was like a renewal trip because I had been to Hong Kong before. Anyways, long story short, I really had to get a pair. When I was in the store and I'm like, I have to get something, and then these ones really worked out for me. But I'm calling this like logo denim because I think as of 2020, the look of like graphic heavy pants has definitely came back. A lot of OG brands have brought it back, and then also newer brands and making a lot of like crazy like bone graphics or something like that on the denim, or putting their name just plastered on the pants. You get the idea. The Air Force One silhouette is a very diverse shoe. Almost any type of pants that you put together with it, almost any type, will definitely go with this particular sneaker. But what I like the most about this pair is that it gives a good contrast because it's not too light wash of like a dad wash, and then also it's not crazy dark because as you can tell from some of the other jeans that we're going to talk about here today, it's all kind of either black or charcoal. I figured I'd start off the video with a pair of pants that are blue, gives it a good contrast with the Air Force Ones. And of course you can pair it with like brighter colors up top, like either your t-shirt can be like a whiter color, you can wear flannels with it and it looks really nice too. When it comes to these pants in particular though, I only styled this one with the white pair because I don't really think, I mean, if I wear a darker colored shoe with these pants, the contrast seems a little weird. So this faded color of blue, I think it looks really good with white shoes, whether they're Air Force Ones, whether they're Vans or what have you, because it gives it a good balance. If you're not wearing black pants, sometimes black pants can make your legs look really skinny if it's not a baggy pair of pants. Once the color gets a lot lighter, then you have more to play with like lighter colored shoes to go with it too. I hope that makes sense. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the next pair. Alright, next pair of pants we got up. Of course, I had to include some type of cargo. And no, this is not the same pair of cargos that I talked about in my cargo video. These are actually a pair of, are you ready? Armani Exchange. Yes, these are Armani Exchange. People want to know, I used to work. I worked at Armani Exchange back in the day. I worked at Armani Exchange like, this might have been 7 years. Is this 7 years ago now? 6 years? I don't even know. 5 years ago, I did retail at Armani Exchange for a little bit because I needed a job and they were hiring at the time and I got the job. At that time, skinny pants were big, they were huge. Everybody was wearing skinnies. Armani Exchange would sell a crap ton of skinny denim, you know, those like super stretch skinny denim, because that's what was selling at the time and it was just super hot. And they came out with this and I clearly remember buying this, and my manager was like, why are you buying this? Like these look like work pants. And I'm like, look, trust me, like I like cargos. And I don't think he could compute at the time that someone would have brought it back in 2019, 2020. I mean, you get the point. I was just really into it. Bought them and I kept them ever since. And back in the day, I skated in them, so they have like a little bit of like distressing to them as well. But I like the color. It's not, I mean, from here, it looks black, but it's actually a charcoalish, kind of charcoal, like a little bit of blue in there. And on the side, it has really cool pockets. It's not just your average, you know, 2-pocket denim left and right. It actually has one regular pocket on the right side, I think. And then on the left side, you got 2 pockets that are stacked up on top of each other. And I've seen some other people in the past like 3 to 4 years creating cargo pants that have multi-pocket. You got Jacob Wallace that did like the 6-pocket cargos, which was like a really big success. And there's other brands out there, which maybe I'll try to show a screenshot here of that make like 4-pocket cargo denim, and they're super cheap as well. And even Richie Lee had made his new cargo pants with like, I think it's like 3 or 4 pockets. Can't remember. One of those. But this one is really cool though, because it stacks up on each other and they're not spaced out. It's like one pocket literally on the top of the other pocket. The aesthetic of it looks really nice. And of course, this one being, I would consider these to be like a slim. It's like, they're not baggy, they're more on the slim side, and it stacks up nicely on a pair of Air Force Ones or a pair of Babestas. You get the idea. So let's go ahead and move on. So we started off with like the slim cut look, but we're moving more so into the straight cut. I promise I'm not going to talk about these pair of pants that much anymore, because this is like the 4th video I'm going to say something about them. But these are a pair of Iron Hearts. It's a straight slim fit or straight slim cut. So if you're looking for it online, whether you're on selfedge.com or other Japanese websites, or maybe even Iron Hearts, their own website, they got like 6 or 7 different main fits that they make. But again, just saying this one more time, it doesn't look impressive now. It literally looks just like an everyday black pair of work pants. But I think in 6 months to a year, as I keep washing these and wearing them and getting these really nice creases and these really nice whiskers in these pants, eventually the pants will evolve into something completely different than what you're seeing right now. But even now it looks really good too. And for me, when it comes to these pants and wearing like Babestas, this is like a very Keezy outfit. Like, I almost, at this point in the past like couple months, this is all I wear, or a pair of New Balances. I throw on a black pair of pants, everything black. Just black pair of pants, black tee, black hoodie, black hat, maybe white shoes, and I'm out of the house. And again, like I've already said, they go really well with either Air Force Ones or Babestas. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one.
Little.
And more Evisu, of course. What other brand do I promote the most on this channel? There is no other brand. This pants is actually the same thing. If I just put my pants up here, is actually the same thing as this. The logo is the same as the pants that I have on right now, except it's a different cut. These are the Puma Evisus that came out in 2007 or 8, I think, or maybe 2009 area, somewhere around there. They actually sold them in stores at the time. Of course, they don't sell it anymore because it was a collaboration. And they came out with maybe like 6 or 7 different cuts and fits. There was like a boot cut, there was like a super baggy cut, there was a skinny cut, even though skinny back then wasn't really skinny because everybody was still wearing super baggy clothes back then. And then there was like a slim cut, which was actually baggy. It was like, everything was like 2 times the size as what it would be now. So if they say baggy back then, it was crazy baggy, you know, like Soulja Boy baggy. Now this one actually was like a Soulja Boy baggy type of pants. It was just huge. The legs were just massive. What I did with these is I brought them to a tailor and I told them to just kind of cut it up, and I kind of stood there in the mirror. She pinned it up for me, and then I came back a couple weeks later. She ended up tailoring them and they actually turned out pretty well. Now I'm not saying that these are cheap pants, but sometimes when you tailor pants, it's not going to turn out the way you want to. And I would say out of all the pants that I'm going to talk about here today, these are definitely the most baggy pants that I have. Which to some, if you're watching this, you're probably like, that's not even baggy or whatever. Well, you little fashion critic. But to me, it's baggy. I can't really wear like a fitted shirt with it because it just doesn't matter. I would have to wear like a really loose shirt with it. But my favorite thing about the pants though is that it covers up the stars sometimes, because the size of the bottom of the pants and how much it covers the shoe. I like that sometimes it covers the shoe, right? Even though I'm wearing Babes, people want to show off the star or the swoosh on your shoe. That's just the nature of the beast. But if you wear a baggier pair of pants that covers it up, sometimes it's cool because then people don't know that you're wearing it until they get up close and like, oh, okay, like for sure. I see that. You got the Babes on today. All right, I didn't, you know, it's like a hidden, it's like that hidden gem or something like that. I don't know how to explain it right, but that's what it is.
That's my nigga, man. Rob Low, you my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Fucking suckers, man.
Alright, and more G-Star. I don't know if I talked about these or not. I might have in previous videos. But I gotta say, in the combination of like different pants and different fits that you own, it's nice to have like a slimmer cut. And also, depending on your style, can change over the years, right? So just try your best to like keep those slim cuts and skinny cuts, because you never know, it the cycle can come back around. And I think that this is what these pants are. I like this pair of G-Stars because it's slim enough where it makes my legs look skinnier. So if I wear like a boxier hoodie or like a baggier fitting jacket, the proportion of like skinny legs and big jacket, it still looks pretty good to me. I know that's probably more a 2017 type of look. Also balancing it with like an all-white pair of Air Force Ones, all-white pair of Vapestas, or maybe even some colored shoes as well. I say that because if you look at this fit right here, I have like a boxier jacket or a bigger jacket and then skinnier denim. But then if I use black shoes, balance would have looked off. It needs, to me anyway, when I see it, it needs to be like the shoes need to hit hard, like bulkier shoes kind of, and then the slimmer denim, and then something that is kind of like big or bulky and baggy on top. That the proportion looks okay to me, right, when I walk out the house. But if it just looks super baggy up top, skinny denim, and then like the shoes is like, that's not really hitting that well, it doesn't make me feel right when I look in the mirror, you know what I'm saying? So, but this is a good pair of pants to go with. I think the fading on it is really nice. It's not like exaggerated fading. It does look like real fading, like I did it myself. Like it looks like I washed the pants myself and it turned out that way when really I just bought it that way. And they're wax denim anyway. I don't even think that these can fade the way I would want it to. All right, so I hope this was enjoyable. I know I tried my best to switch up the color of the shoes as much as I can to kind of give you some different perspective. I know I used the Camo Pack purple Vapestas, and we also used the Spider-Mans. When I showed the toe box of this shoe, like literally they are cracking. And if I keep bending that toe box enough, these things are going to fall apart on me. They're already falling apart. But I thought I'd give it a nice touch so then you're not scrolling through YouTube and all you see is just a whole bunch of pair of white Air Force Ones. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you guys and girls keep it locked right here for all your latest information from clothing, music, to culture. It is your boy. See you next time. Peace.